So how'd you come up with this idea?
Well, back in 1991, I was at the Portland Saturday Market. It was 100 degrees, and the girls were walking by me, and it was at the time when they were doing hairdo things where they used a wire and they'd cover the wire with cloth, and you could do all kinds of stuff in your hair. Well, they always demonstrated in your hair, but when I got it home, my 14 that I bought couldn't do it because my hair was too long, and so it was just a wash. And so I was sitting there at the market, and I was watching the girls, and their hair was going up and down because there was nothing that was holding it. And so I said a little prayer to myself. I said, God, there's got to be something I can make that is one piece that we girls can use that will hold our hair. And so when somebody asks me that question like you did, I always say it was divine intervention, and I really believe that. And it germinated all day long. I thought about it, but I didn't give it that much thought. I didn't think. And so when I went home that night, I went into the shop and I started making. And my husband come in and he saw me bending the teeth on the comb and everything. He says, if you keep doing that, you're going to get carpal tunnel. And I'm going, no, I don't want carpal tunnel. Right. So he said, I'll make you a jig. So that's how it came about, and how it was born. And as down through the years since then, 20 years later, we have improved and shaped it. Now the combs are like a hand that slides around the back of the head. When you put it in, it's very easy to do, and it works in everybody's hair. Doesn't matter if the hair is full body, fine, thin, thick. It holds everybody's hair, and it doesn't matter how long it is. Actually, the longer your hair is, the more you can do with it, the more styles. When I started, I didn't know. I had long hair all my life, and I never did anything with it other than just pull it back.
Like mine.
Yeah, like yours did. Well, yours is even prettier than mine. But I just never had done anything with my hair because there was nothing out there that would hold it. My hair was fine, and it was slick. I mean, bobby pins would slide out. There was nothing that would stay in my hair. So I made them, and the first show we did was at the Oregon State Fair. And I got to tell you, country girls have thick, heavy, long hair. So it was my challenge that really that was my baptism of fire with the combs. But as a consequence, my natural instinct was to do a French roll on someone. And I never did a French roll in my own hair, but it seemed a very natural thing for me to do it in other people's hair. So when I would demonstrate the combs, they would ask me, what are they, how does this work, and that kind of thing. I did a French roll. That was the only thing I knew to do. And it wasn't until I had did several shows and several customers had bought, and I went back the next year, they came back and they showed me what they did. So that was the birth of the hair comb.
That's awesome. Divine intervention.
Yes. You want me to do it in your hair? Have you
Sure.
ever had one in your hair?
Well, we played.
Okay, let's play a little bit.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, see, you've got a lot of hair, and it's nice and long, and you use the bands in your hair,
Yep.
which cuts where you band. That's what I used to do. If you can look where the band comes across right there, and you got short pieces. So this was what I did. This was my natural thing to do when I first started doing the combs. That was a French twist. And that's how they worked.
It ain't gonna come out of there at all. It's good and sturdy.
And that way. It's in 10 seconds, you can have your hair up at the stop sign when you're late for work and you just left the house and your hair's a mess, you just jumped out of the shower. What am I going to do? Well, all you have to do is just do a twist up in your hair and you're good to go. And you look like you intended it to be that way all day. Some days when you want to just do a ponytail, you can do a ponytail. Let's get a little smoothing here.
Oh, and it feels so good.
Yeah, it is a comb, by the way, so it will comb your hair. And it doesn't break the hair. That's the wonderful part about it, is there's no pulling, no snagging. It's just a smooth. The ends are smooth. The teeth are smooth. So when it goes in, it's just like a caress of the hand going around the back of your head. Teeth to the scalp. And just kind of wiggle it to get it to go through, and there's your pony. Not much to it, little sass, and you're good to go for the day. You can do a bun. I use my finger just so that it's kind of a central point. You don't even have to do that. Most people don't, but I do. And I tuck my ends, stand the comb on the edge, teeth to the scalp, tip the teeth up, and then I lift the teeth up so that they go down into the hair. And there's your bun.
All right, coming out of here.
How's that feel? Is that comfortable?
It's nice and tight.